That's ISO.
Welcome to Team Always Hard Never Soft. Be a part of a team that builds connections and builds you up. Join alongside with other gamers ranging in different varieties, whether it's competitive or casual. Listening live to our 10 podcasts featuring many content creators and many more. Participate and join many unique competitions and giveaways and win prizes. See you in the community. Hello and welcome to Team Always Hard Never Soft Worldwide's third episode of the Geek Mindset podcast, where we talk about gaming, music, relationships, and anything about the geeks and nerds out there can relate to. I'm Sinner, and I'm joined by my co-hosts today, HadessDaughter. How are you doing today?
Hello everyone, I am doing very good and I'm very excited to be again a part of this of the podcast. So yeah, let's go.
All right, welcome back after a very long time. Welcome back, and I want to introduce my other friend, Mr. Bappo. How are you doing today?
Hello, it's Bappo. I'm very excited to be here, and I miss HadessDaughter too, you know.
And welcome back, Bappo. Well, been a while for both of you guys. I want to welcome you both back to the podcast that we're restarting back up. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about what's the worst video game you've ever played. All right. So what makes the worst video game you ever played? Would it have to be graphics? Would it have to be the gameplay? Would it have to be the story? What makes the terrible video game the way it is? Well, in my opinion, I think the shittiest part of a video game has to be the gameplay. It has to be the controls. That's the main thing. If a game's not playable, then, well, it's not a game. It's just garbage. That's what I think of it. What kind of...
I pretty much agree on that. I mean, when you think about the worst video game ever, it's not necessarily about graphics, because what now is considered bad graphics with a very nice gameplay and story could become a very, very good game to play. Like a really interesting, like something catchy, something that, you know, you want to finish and stuff. So yeah, definitely the gameplay is the main aspect of it, 100%. And it's like, do not be deceived by graphics. Because sometimes graphics can be not that good for various reasons. You know, it's an indie game or it's a very old game or whatever. But with the right gameplay and a very good story or whatever, it can be like, the game can be really, really, really good.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you look at games like Stardew Valley and what else is there? Like, also like Binding of Isaac, the graphics ain't that great.
Yeah.
But it's
The
fun,
gameplay
isn't
is
it?
so good. Yeah.
It's very fun. Like, you know, you're talking to someone that has 800 hours and 100% of the achievements. So, like, yeah.
Jeez, okay. Yeah. Completionist up in the house. Binding of Isaac, professional, watch out. Damn, okay. How difficult was it to get all 100% of...
So yeah, okay. Some achievements are definitely very, very, very hard. I think it's a mix of like how good you are at the game and the RNG. Because if you don't know, Isaac is a random generated dungeons every time you start a new game. So you have a new set of rooms, new set of items that can randomly spawn and stuff like that. So it's really like it's really about what you get. And of course, you have to be decent at the game to beat it. Like you can't be fucking invincible. There are some builds, we call them, that are a little bit broken, but still you have to know what you're doing to achieve the broken builds. So it was pretty difficult, but I can say it's my favorite game of all time. So yeah.
Hey, that's good. So what about you, Bappo? What makes a terrible video game?
What I don't like about some games is like they have so much potential, you know. So they create the game, they put so much potential, but there are some games like this with huge potential, but they are so limited, you know, by like let's say Cyberpunk, right?
Oh,
It has so much potential, right? It could be crazy, it could be the best game ever, but it's just you know, you know what you know what I want to say. You know what I want to say. It's just it's nothing. It's just glitches, bugs everywhere, and it could be yeah. So this is what I want to bring like forward. There's so much potential for a game, you know, and it turns out just by nothing. Let's say what I like in games first, so I can go to the bad aspects first. Like you know, open world games, like where you can do whatever you want, tons of possibilities, like Witcher. You know,
Yeah.
like
The latest
uh,
Assassin's Creeds as well.
yeah, yeah, those are so good. Yeah, those are my favorites. Assassin's Creed, Witchers, those like they have so much potential. You could do like anything, you know.
hmm
Mhm.
But then there are some kind of games that present so much potential, but they're like unfinished, like Cyberpunk. Like that is so I just wanna poke my eyes out.
Like you're literally angry at the game.
Yeah, you're angry because it could have been amazing. It could have been the best game ever.
they had
Yeah, I
they,
feel you.
they had all the right recipes for a successful game. They had okay, so they had like a good story. I was like, oh yeah, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
right.
the setting. Oh, weapons. Oh, they got Keanu Reeves, John Wick. Is there. Oh my God, John Wick's in there.
yeah,
Yeah, and then next thing you know, I was like, what the fuck is this? I got a floating car up in the air. I'm like, my game's like running at 10 FPS with a 1070. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't feel like playing
yeah.
Cyberpunk anymore.
Gameplay.
Yeah, yeah. You know which game I feel it's one of the worst latest, like, you know, that have been out for not that much of time. The latest Pokemon. Come on, guys. Come on. Like how can you do a Pokemon game with so many glitches and bugs? It could be. It could have been something good. You know, I'm not necessarily a super Pokemon fan, okay?
Yeah.
But, you know, I enjoyed the series. I played a few of the titles. So when it came out, I was like, oh, interesting, a new Pokemon game. Let's see what they're doing. I didn't buy it at first, and that was a good idea, seeing how it turned out to be. But, you know, some people say this Pokemon has the best storyline ever. Like in all Pokemons, this game actually brings something to the lore, you know, it expands the universe, you know, all this stuff. And then crazy shit happens. Like you go at 10 FPS and you can say, but it's the Switch hardware that it's not that good. But I tell you, Pokemon is an exclusive. title for Nintendo Switch. So if you only do it for one platform, at least try to do it that the platform can afford it to play it at a stable FPS. So at this point, it's not even, I don't have the graphics card for it. I don't have the right computer because the hardware is the same for every player. So it's on your end. Please do something. Why? And the thing I think they did. It's like we have to push at least one Pokemon game a year. So being this quick, they can't really optimize everything. So sometimes it just goes like that, and this stuff happens, and you're like, what am I dealing with here? Game Freak, can you do a decent game, please? Like, I don't care if you take 2 years or 3 years to develop it, but please make it good. Thank you very much.
It's
So,
becoming like
yeah.
it's becoming like those sports games that you play every single year. Like
Like FIFA.
FIFA.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Nothing new, just over and over again, just a bit gameplay optimization.
Yep.
Yeah. And sometimes graphics, but depends if a new console came out, because it
Yeah.
depends. You still have to run it on consoles, FIFA. So it depends on the console's hardware in the end. So yeah, it's like, yeah, FIFA for me is just boring, and not only because I don't like football in general. It's like when you played one, you've played them all.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll just put some socks on this guy. Yeah, let's up the graphics. There you go. Okay.
The hair, it moves with the wind.
It's got hair physics now. All right. I think they don't like that. Yeah, let's go with it. Yeah.
Improvements to the gameplay? Nah.
But anyway, speaking about sports games. Okay. So when it comes to sports games, these are by far the worst video games I've ever played. And I don't know if you guys ever heard of Madden. Have you heard of Madden?
Yeah.
It's like American football, where it's like
Okay.
yeah, it's made by EA Games, I believe. And every single year they will just like come out with a new one, like Madden 2020, Madden 2021, and there's just a little bit increments of upgrades and just graphics going on. And then like the previous years they will remove like certain features and put it back in, and then try to sound like, oh yeah, we added new features and all this shit. And then I'm just like, okay, this game sucks. Like, why would you take something from like 2003 and then remove that feature and put it back like 10 years later? Like, let's just say, like, okay, let's create a team back in 2003. Okay, remove that feature in 2004 and we'll put it back in 2020. Yeah, people will like that. Yeah. So that's
Wow.
basically, I would say anything made by EA that is a sports game is the worst video game I've ever played in my whole entire fucking life. I'm sorry.
Ah.
How about
I'll take that.
how
Yeah.
about playing like that game, like golf from EA Sports? How can you play like video gaming golf? That is so
You know?
bad. Like, bro, I would rather just go outside and play golf than to play golf on my laptop. Come on.
You know what? I used to play golf on the Wii, but just because with the Wiimote you actually had
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
do
that
the
wasn't bad.
movement.
Yeah.
So that was funny because you actually had to do it. So I mean, all Wii Sports games. I really enjoyed them. You know, bullying and stuff. Because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, there you actually do something because the Wiimote lets you. You know, it's a hardware done for that. But you know, just sitting on my couch playing golf, like since like still, like why? Why would I want to do that?
Yeah, that's so
Please.
bad.
And not to mention, well, golf is expensive. I think the most expensive sport, right? Well, at least in America,
That's true.
it's like $500 for
That's
like a
true.
one golf
Oh
club
my god.
or something.
Oh my god. Uh, I'm about to faint. Are you serious?
It's like a rich man sport basically, and I can't.
Wow.
I just can't play golf. Period. Video game or real life. I only can play it when I'm drunk. That's a drunk man's and a rich man's sport right there.
Perfect. The perfect worst combo.
Yep. But with that being said, I like the old sports games better, where it actually meant something when we were younger and we were like, yeah, we want to be some NFL football players and we want to be some NBA superstars. Yeah. It actually meant something back in the days. But now these games are just
Yeah.
trash, in my opinion. And I think the reason why they come up with a game every single year is because, well, I think they make trillions of dollars, right? That's
Yes, of course. It's always like that. And
yeah.
if we're talking EA, does it come with a complimentary DLC?
You're right. Damn you, EA. Especially with The Sims, you got me with that, you son of a bitch, EA. I'm, I'm, I'm over there spending like $500 on like DLCs. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I like this one. I like this clothes. Ooh,
Yeah, right.
I can have dogs,
Yeah,
cats.
right.
Oh. But anyways, that's my take on the worst video game I've ever played. Fuck you, EA. I hope you hear this.
Like, please, EA, don't.
Yep. Please come out with I don't know something. I just don't know. Yeah, just stop.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Please, just stop. Do something different.
Oh man.
So, I've been thinking while, you know, we were talking, and it's like I'm thinking about a game that really has bad gameplay, like bad controls, like the worst you can imagine. But you know, I always think about glitches and stuff like that, which is like it's making the gameplay bad, but it's not the gameplay itself that's bad, you know?
Like the controls are
So
all over the place.
yeah, I was thinking about something like that. But personally, I don't think I've ever played like first hand something that is unplayable for the controls itself. Um, but there are some games I think that you know have difficult controls, but because you're not used to them. It's like it takes you some time to get used to controls. And a thing I hated about the whole Kingdom Hearts series, I loved it. Okay, let's say I loved the series, but sometimes with the you know I played them all recently, so very close one to another. And sometimes the controls were so different. It was like, okay, so yeah, what do I had to learn it all the way again. It's like, dude, I was just getting used to that and you just changed it. Oh, okay, I know it has been like 2-3 years before the other game came out, but I mean, I'm playing them 1 week apart. I can feel this. Please.
It's like ASWDs to move right, and then let's say I don't know we'll throw a curveball like okay J is to move left, and then F5 is to move. It's like my fingers all over around the place, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what? I remember that this is like FIFA playing on PC, you know? You have controls all over the place now that we talk about it.
Ah.
Yeah, you have to...
Really? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know much about FIFA, so please
Let's
elaborate.
say, let's say you move with WASD like normally, and then you
Yes.
shoot with L, and with O you pass, with P you cross, and you know, it's like all over the place. And then you sprint with Control L, you know, it's like, imagine how many things you have to do. Yeah, it's like all over your keyboard, you know? It's hard to do all of those.
It's like if you have to pass the ball to I don't know
Yeah,
who's a good soccer player, David Beckham, right?
yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
gonna have to type out his whole entire name. Dave. and pass the ball to him. It's like okay.
Yeah, it's horrible to play FIFA on keyboard, like, it's so hard. Oh, and you have to move with mouse, so you have to pass to the right player, you know?
What?
I
Oh,
think it was on a FIFA, that feature.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's it's interesting.
yeah.
Just to not say other things, you know?
Like,
Oh, okay. So, if I have to think a category like of games that are generally bad, it's like those games that were made out of movies sometimes, or you know, some other stuff that usually were made not from the official whatever. Like if a movie is from Warner Bros, usually they were not the ones developing it, but you know, they commissioned it to some other whatever place, and sometimes these games turned out to be so bad. So bad. It was like a nightmare because you know you watched the movie and you were like, oh my god, I love this movie, and then you stumbled upon this video game that has the name of that movie, and you were like, oh, that could be an interesting game. You know, it's I love the movie. Maybe it's gonna be a nice game, and then maybe you buy the game, and you know when talking about this, you know, you bought the DVD, the CD. So I'm talking some years ago. And you were like, oh yeah, let me play the game about this movie that I really liked, and then it was trash. Then you were like, I'm completely disappointed. Why someone do this? Can you please not? Like, if you want to do a game based on a movie, at least do it right. And
exactly.
it usually came with like the worst gameplay you can ever imagine. Sometimes it was only like a side scroller, sometimes it was only like clicking on things. Sometimes the game had just the name of the movie, but you know, it didn't really have much to do in common with the movie. Like, you know, if the movie was about fighting, you didn't get a fighting game, you got like a point and click spot the difference game. Whatever, you know? So you were also like, what am I doing with my life? So yeah. I don't know if you ever stumbled across some stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
If you knew
100%.
that existed,
Yeah. Speaking of that, have you ever heard of Rambo the video game?
Right? Exactly.
It's a
Rambo, the video game.
yeah,
Yes, sadly,
What?
I've heard of it.
it's the most terrible video game ever. Where they have the same song playing for like 50 minutes, and you have the same bad guys saying the same damn thing over again. It's like he's a man, not a god. He's a man, not a god. He's a man. I'm like, oh my god, just shoot this
What?
motherfucker already. And then it's it's like a side scroller. It's like playing something out of the 90s, and it's I had to
Right.
refund it on Steam, so.
And
Anyways.
I just searched it to be sure, and the game for Bappo and for our audiences, if they don't know it, it's from 2014.
Bro,
It's not like, oh, but it was made in the 90s. No, it's 2014, and it has Rambo written. So if you're doing a video game about a so well-known movie, please do something decent, and then they come out with this. That I don't know.
Yeah. So, what would you say is the worst out of all time? The worst movie to video game adaptation?
Uh, you know, now I'm just thinking of Rambo.
worst.
2014. Like I can't get it out of my head. This it's just too bad. It's just too bad.
And
You just can't. But
it
yeah.
also goes the other way too, where they have a good video game and then okay, the movie's like really like shit. Like
Really
okay,
bad.
I'm gonna offend a
Mhm.
lot of people here. I do love the series, okay, but Resident Evil.
Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Some movies are just a big no-no. Like I've watched them all, but please.
Oh, or like Assassin's Creed, the movie. Yeah, that wasn't so
Oh
good
my
either.
god. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was so
wasn't good
bad.
either. For how
Yeah.
much potential it had, that was crazy.
Yeah. When they do stuff like this, it's like I'm just losing faith in humanity. I'm losing hope. I am losing hope.
And it's
It's like
gotten
it's like when humans have something really good, they just
They
turn
got
it
to
into
ruin it.
something really bad. Like they just I don't know how. I don't know how. They just find a way to make it bad somehow. I don't know.
it's like we give you a piece of chicken and some ingredients for like a fried chicken, and you come out with like roasted turkey. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? Did you have to go hunt that thing, or what happened to the chicken? I ate it. Oh, okay, that explains why.
Yeah.
Uh, so basically, I would say yeah, Madden, the new Madden works for me.
hmm
HadessDaughter.
You know, right now I'd say the latest Pokemon game,
Pokemon game.
which is Violet and Scarlet in English, I think.
I think
I
Scarlet.
think it's Scarlet. Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah,
No?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet, yes. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking them in Italian and translating, but sometimes it's not like the perfect translation. So yeah, sometimes this time it was. Yeah, I'm gonna say for now, yeah, I'm very challenged between Pokemon and and FIFA, but just in general, just please don't do any more. No, stop
Stop.
it.
Stop
Thank you.
kicking them balls and
Get some help.
EA likes to play with balls for some reason. Football, soccer.
Yeah, right.
uh,
What
Scarlet.
about you, Bappo?
I am very much in between cyberpunk and
Yeah.
golf games.
Ah,
This is what
I see a pattern. I see a pattern of sports games. I
yeah.
see it.
It just never changes. He just wants to make more money out of us. It's like a subscription, Every year you need to update.
Right. For FIFA, that's actually so true. Because a friend of mine plays it, and he told me that um the year after year, you actually have to buy the
Yeah.
other one because in the latest games there is no single player, um and you just have to rely on multiplayer. But as soon as the new game comes out,
Everybody
everyone
moves to the new
moves
game.
to the
Oh,
Yep.
new
what?
game.
Yep.
And a lot of times the servers close on the old game. So it's like you just got an unplayable game.
Yep.
There's no
Wow.
one, servers close. So yeah, that's a pretty bad thing, to be honest.
That is scummy. That is a scummy tactic right there.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yes.
EA.
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
No, I
And
didn't know that.
and
Yeah.
also, in order to be able to play online, you have to have the PS Plus feature or Xbox Pass feature. You can't
Oh,
play
right.
online otherwise. Yep.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
true.
So more money
Yes,
there.
because it's like the Switch Online thing. You can't play online unless you have it. So for the FIFA with the PlayStation Plus or Xbox with the Game Pass, it's like that. You just can't play the game if you don't have the internet pass or whatever.
Yep. You can play
Wow.
like offline, but yeah.
Yeah, but as I told you, like FIFA doesn't even have like a single player story mode anymore. So what the fuck are you doing? You're
It
just
used
playing
to have
against
one.
bots?
It used to have in 2018 or 2019. It used to be Hunter. You had the story like you were a footballer, then you had the
Yeah.
manager and stuff. You know that?
Yeah.
That wasn't so bad, but then they
No.
removed it and they went back to
Yeah.
scamming us.
Like it was a nice feature and useful, so yeah, to make the game last longer. But if you make the game last longer, you also earn less if you make other games come out. So that's why they removed it, I think. It's always for money at the
Yeah.
end.
Oh, and not to
It
mention,
is.
microtransactions out the ass.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Guys,
Microtransaction are big.
how about pay to win games? How do you feel about that one?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I can't.
Just
I
don't. No.
I
Just don't.
can't. Those, those are equally as bad. Like pay to win games. Let's see what is the worst pay to win game I can think of. Let me look it up actually.
Huh. When you think pay to win, you want to think like some games that have special features only for people who pay, or there are some characters that are really
Yeah.
broken that you can
Like
only.
FIFA, NBA?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You have to like buy. Okay, FIFA is pay to win in the sense that you have to
Get the best players.
have the best players, and in order to have that you have to open like packages, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like random. So it's not even, I pay whatever, $10 to just have the player and it's good. No, you just have to buy packages until you find him. So it's even worse because it's a game of odds. It's just so frustrating.
I believe they call that there's a term for that, like in Japan, like gotcha. It's a gotcha system, right?
Yeah, like Genshin Impact.
Like
Yeah,
Genshin?
like gotcha,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
mean the gacha system is pretty much that, but they never call it gacha system with FIFA because it would upset FIFA players, I think. Yeah,
I think they should just keep that
yeah,
gotcha as a gotcha, motherfucker. Give me $10 more.
yeah, right.
you, you don't want Michael Jordan?
Exactly.
You want that Michael Jordan? You don't have to pay more $10, man. Shit. What's this? Oh,
Oh.
we got a high school basketball player. You're gonna have to give me $10 more if you want check Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It's gonna be like that.
Exactly. Too bad.
Oh, what's that? You
That's too bad.
got a basketball signed by Michael Jordan, but you get Michael Jordan. Oh, what a damn shame. What a damn shame. Yeah, that's gotcha system, by the way. I've
Yes.
fallen for that. I've fallen for that in
Oh.
mobile games. Mobile games. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. I
You know what other game has a similar system, but it's way nerfed in a way. Hearthstone.
stone.
In Hearthstone, yes, Hearthstone is a cards game in which you basically build your deck to go against other people.
Magic the Gathering.
So to Yes, like Magic. Yes. Yes, kinda, yeah. So to have the good cards, sometimes you have to open packages. Uh but the good thing about it is that for Hearthstone, they actually give you a lot of free packages if play continuously. So it's not that bad. You can build your own good hand, good set of cards even without paying. But it's like a shortcut. Okay. You
Mhm.
can say it's like a shortcut. Because in Hearthstone they actually have DLCs. So you can say it's a pay to win if the DLC packs are very, very strong. But usually they try to keep it balanced so it's not something too overpowered. And of course, Hearthstone is dying. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Heard about Hearthstone way back in the days. Now it's like, does anyone play this anymore? Nah, they switched to Magic the Motherfucking Gathering. That's where it's at.
All right.
Yeah. It's do you guys play Magic the Gathering?
I have never played like on the PC, whatever. I only played it IRL with some of my friends,
Uh-huh.
but it was a long time ago. Like I never owned my own deck of cards. But there were my friends that were so into it, and they explained everything, and they landed me a deck to play with them. So I was just playing with that deck with them, and I mean, I had fun when we were playing together, but I never got too much into it, buying my own decks and
Mhm.
stuff.
I see.
What about you, Bappo?
I play like Yu-Gi-Oh online. I was really
Ah,
into Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's the most I could go. Magic the Gathering never.
mm,
I maybe Yu-Gi-Oh and Hearthstone, that's all.
mm, okay. Yeah, when it comes to card games, I think we all have different games that we played. I think also based on our backgrounds and people we used to hang out with. I
Yeah.
think that has much to do with which type of cards game we play.
Yeah.
And of
Definitely.
course, if you really like Yu-Gi-Oh, like the anime, the cartoon, of course, it's like, yeah, I want to buy the cards.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to do that.
I've been playing Magic the Gathering since intermediate school, so 8th grade, no 7th grade, and I think I spent
Wow.
over $1,000. Gemini knows.
Dang!
Man, we spent a lot of money on that shit. I think I spent like a whole paycheck one time, and one day I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get the best cards, yeah!" And then next thing you know, I got my ass whooped by someone who's really good. And it's like, okay, you know what? I don't feel like playing no more. Fuck you guys. And then I back to it.
Oh no.
So yeah, I thought I could go pro.
It's insane. Ah, yeah, yeah. I think we all had that phase in our life where like, yeah, I wanna go pro in that game. Never happened. Of course, never happened.
The dreams were crushed. Of course, we can go pro in something else, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can go pro on podcasting.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like Bappo, he's gonna go into Mr. Universe. No, wait. What was it called?
I would go for Mr. Olympia if I had the
Miss.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Mr.
What
Olympia
is that?
bodybuilding. It's
Yeah,
like
it's a bodybuilding competition,
Oh.
like, but it has like different categories, and you have like a classic Mr. Olympia, or straight up Mr. Olympia, like how do you say when there is like no rules at competing? How do you say that, Ricky? Like
freestyle.
no 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 not freestyle. It's like uh
Arnold
Like no
Schwarzenegger.
rules for weight and stuff.
yeah, like not like heavyweight, but how is it?
Open weight.
Yeah, like open weight category, yeah. Like open bodybuild, open Mr. Olympia, exactly, yeah. So it doesn't matter how much you weigh there or
Ah,
how many
yes.
muscles you got,
Like, oh,
you
how
just
old are you?
yeah,
Whatever.
you can participate there. Like everyone who wants to go there, they can.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people like Ronnie Coleman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Phil Heath, Jay Cutler. You know them, right? At least Arnold. At least Arnold.
Some of them, yes. I am
Arnold,
familiar with some names.
The Governor.
Yeah, the Terminator.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
so
definitely.
yeah, if you go hard enough, you can go and give it a shot. But first, you got to win your pro card, like International Federation Bodybuilding card, and then you can move to Mr. Olympia if you qualify.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
Definitely.
that's also
That's
pay to
pretty
win.
interesting.
It's
Oh
pay to
no.
win. Yeah.
Oh
Pay to
no.
win. Pay to win with
It is
steroids.
pay to win. Yeah, exactly.
It's always those mother pay to win shit.
It's pay to win. Not gonna lie.
Ah.
And definitely, and definitely, you can go pro with is it a speed running community? Ladies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if pro, but I can try and do some interesting stuff.
Yep. And it's also pay to win with the controllers
No.
and the keyboard and mouse,
Ah,
right?
okay. Not really. Not that much. It's really more about how well you perform in the game, like how well you know the game, how well you can you master the controls and the skips, the glitches, depending on whichever game or category you're running. But yeah, it's the controller difference. You can feel it only if you have like a drifting controller, like me. No, like my controller sometimes, not always, sometimes just drifts just a little bit, but just that little bit that fucks up some runs. So yeah, that's funny though. Like in on stream, that's very funny.
Let's see.
But you're like, I'm learning Super Mario 64, 16 stars, and sometimes you have to do very precise movement, and it's very funny when you stop your inputs and Mario just goes just a little bit further and makes you fall. It's like, Mario, I never told you to do that. Why are you doing this to me?
Jeez.
But yeah.
Man. And I go pro with running. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, let's go, boys, let's go.
That's also pay to win. You know, you gotta buy exact shoes. You gotta buy cocaine. I mean, energy drinks.
No.
And then some Christmas. I mean, like you know, metal music. You know, all that. Anyways, it's pay to win also.
Yeah, I think at the end we pretty much all agreed that basically the worst games are sports games because they are never innovative. They
Yes.
always do the same shit over and over,
Yeah.
and every year they just try to feed us with the new enter sport here game. But it's like the same as the other one, just with some minor graphics or gameplay. I'm not gonna not even gameplay improvements.
And new soundtracks.
Wow! And that makes the whole game, right?
Hell yeah. Let's throw in some Metallica. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But yes. Sports game. Never ever playing another Madden, FIFA, NBA, whatever the fuck it's called. Besides WWE. WWE is actually really good now, okay? I like that.
Yeah?
It's actually really good. But it's still the same thing, but
At least
I just,
one.
yeah, I'll buy into it any day. But it's a good game.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so sports games is definitely shit game for us to play. Maybe we're not really into those kind of sports, or I don't know.
That could be.
I don't know why, but it is what it is. And EA fix your shit, and 2K and 2K and EA fix your shit. That's all we gotta say. A lot of people out there saying your sports game sucks. Listen to it. And I'm always swiping my credit card on WWE and all those other fucking games, but fuck sports games.
Yeah, I'm definitely swapping my credit card for indie games. I discovered that indie games are like 100% better than most AAA games. It's like a tenth of the price with 10 times the content. Like, if you really can find the good indie games, it's insane.
For real,
So,
for real.
stop playing AAA games that sometimes are shit and glitchy and buggy and they don't even know what they're doing, and start investing in indie developers and indie games.
You're right. You're absolutely right. How about we start our own studios? All's hard, never soft studios, you know.
Wow.
we got like hundreds of voice actors, and then HadessDaughter, she can definitely work on those video games, and I'm just gonna stand there and watch everyone do their thing and be like, "Yeah, okay." I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, no, you're gonna be there like, just don't do a sports game. Anything but a sports game.
Yeah.
Man, don't do sports games.
Golf in space. Yeah, that's a good one. Make it happen, guys. I'm just gonna
My
sit
God,
here.
with every hole is on a different planet, and you have different gravity, and every hole, so you have to like relearn how to how to do the swing, how to swing, because the ball always acts differently because you're always in different planets, and the gravity and the atmosphere are not the
that
same.
that sounds way better than the whole game, golf games
Right.
that are like on the market. Yeah, yeah. At least that's
And it just
interesting.
came out, and I just came out with this shit.
And you're way better than whatever the fuck they did before. Damn.
Sounds like No Man's Sky perfected.
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky. Oh no, another one.
Not a disappointing game, but not the worst I've played. But it's
No,
still bad.
yeah, it can be like pretty bad in some aspects of the game, but definitely not like the worst.
Not the worst, but a bit unpleasant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like that. I agree to that.
Yeah. So people out there, stop buying a sports game, damn it. Except WWE.
Except I love it.
But anyways. So anyways, I think it's about that time. Unless anybody has anything else to add from the audience. HadessDaughter, Bappo, anything else you'd like to say
Oh, no,
about
I'm
the
not.
worst?
I think we said a lot. We talked shit about like a lot of games.
About everyone.
Yeah, games.
I think we're good.
Yep. Fuck yeah. Well, people out in the audience, thank you for listening in, tuning in to our live podcast at Team Owl's Hard Never Soft Worldwide Network. And HadessDaughter, Bappo, appreciate y'all taking for the time to co-host for this podcast. HadessDaughter, I knew you for quite a while. You know, I just want to say I appreciate you very much. It's been a while since we hanged out, and every time you're here, the energy level goes up to the roof, just like with Phantomchurch. I don't know if you remember Ringo. You guys are just
Yeah.
yeah, it's through the
Oh
roof.
my God, that melts my heart. Like really, I really enjoy hanging out with y'all, and I'm glad I got the time to do it. I'm really glad.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll invite you out for our next podcast as well. And I'm sorry I can't stop into your streams because I'm always like getting ready for work or going on a 20-mile
It's
run for no
okay.
apparent reason.
It's okay. I love you anyways.
Hey, Mr. Bappo. Yeah, man, I knew you for a while. You know, you've been always good to me. And you gave me some advice. You even inspired me to get my fat ass back in shape. Just watching you just bodybuild, just clanging and banging, clanging and banging. I'm just like, dude, I want to be like Mr. Universe. You're not Mr. Olympia, you're Mr. Universe. Because you got arms just as big as the universe, you know? That's why.
Thank you. I'm really glad I was here, man. Listen, if I wasn't in this community, maybe I would have never gotten the strength to make the first step, in the first place. So it was really good that I was here, and you guys also inspired me. So it's amazing that I could also inspire you. And now you're in shape, man. You're good. Look at yourself, man. You're putting in all the runs, all the effort. You eat healthy. You eat good, man. That's crazy.
And I got the energy from everyone here. Just
Yeah.
just go.
Aw.
Anyways, I love both y'all. No homo.
No.
Yes.
But anyways, this podcast has been brought to you by our sponsors, Digital Dynasty. They're a local clothing line and gaming team from Hawaii, as well as SheBuildsToo Hawaii, a local carpentry company that creates and delivers quality, local made wooden art. Go ahead and check them out for custom made wooden products. We are also official sponsors of former X1 World Bantamweight Champion Rodney Mondala, also known as Arm Mondala, and his brother Ryan Mondala, aka Coconut. The Super Mondala brothers both are professional MMA fighters fighting out of Hawaii. Rodney Mondala just recently had his boxing match, and that, not sure how that went, but I know they're out there getting it every single day, putting in work in the gym every single day, clicking and banging. That's what it's all about. We are also an official sponsor of Black Widow, a Latin American North Masterclass League of Legends professional esports player from Colombia. Viva la Colombia. Phantomchurch, we are also a sponsor of him. He's a good friend of mine for many years, a streamer and a founding member of Team HadessDaughter Neversoft. Go ahead and check him out. And last but not least, Miss Adia, a very passionate cosplayer from Honduras who has completed 70 plus cosplays and won 15 plus of them with her amazing cosplay. Go ahead and check all of them out. All of them. And there are links in the description below to show some love. And anyways, this is Sinner. I was hard, never soft. We are signing off.
That's all, folks.
Bye, everyone.
That's all, folks. You know, Looney Tunes. But
Yeah.